Right, hopefully a quick video. Never quick, but yeah, let's try. So there's going to be a simple insert coupling type thing. So got this unit, and we need to have a 20 mil, these 20 mil adapters to fit in there. This seems to be a 25 mil hole, but I don't know what the pitch is. This pitch I know is a M20 by 1.5, straightforward. I've brought this M25 with me. If it fits in there, and it actually fits quite nice. So this is a, just check the nut here, M25, also a 1.5. So the inside diameter is M25 by 1.5 pitch. You don't need to worry about the outside. So we'll put a adapter in here that will fit flush, and then these units will then just screw into that adapter, and since there's enough meat to do that, and sit like this. Also with that, we need to make another adapter that will fit this 25, which is not threaded. So we will need to thread this out and make an adapter that fits in there. So this 20 mil can actually thread in there as well. We're going to do both simultaneously on one print. See where we get to. I'll probably do the first print with a 10% info, just to get it out quickly and see any changes that we need to make. If it's correct, then we'll do 100% info and set it off. This is only for, it's non-pressurized air, therefore there's no air pressure, anything in it, so we don't need to worry about any of that, or leakage or any of that, so that should be fine. So let's jump onto Fusion and see if we can log in and get started. Right, like always, select the face, how we want to print. I want to print on that level. And we do on the first one. And let's start with this one. Start with this one, and we know this is a 25 inner diameter. Get the tight fit, so let's make it 25 inner diameter. That means the outer diameter should be 25 on this side. Okay, let me bring you into the picture here. So I've taken a nut. Inner diameter seems to be 18. Slightly over 18. I want the nut to actually be tight fit, so I get 18 there. Yeah, that should be the basic of that. So let's also start now next to it. this one, that should be 25 also, but we're looking at a 22, 23 in the diameter. I also want to give it a 25 diameter, and then for insert also 18. Not 8, 18. 18. Right. It's quick and simple. It is very slow, so let's well, this one. How long are we going to take this? Maybe the same length as that. That should be measuring looks like 13 millimeters. Close to 13 millimeters. Let's make it 13. Let's get our drawings back. Some on this one. We'll make this. I'll show you now why I've got both there. So this is also 13. There should be the clear one on the outside with the fret on the inside. So fret inside there. Size is a M20 by 1.5. Or 6 right hand. It should be fine. It's just safe for a while. This one we've got two. We've got the same thread on the inside. 21.5, 2 and 1 close. That's correct. And then a different thread on the outside, which should be a 25 by 1.5. And there's a 4G, 6G. I've got no idea. Give it a default. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've got it to the problem I normally have is when I do this, even if I would take it to M25, for some odd reason it will be smaller. So that's outside 25. And let's see that one. No, we don't do that. Let's try it again. And we've got outside diameter of 25. That should work. I don't see anything else currently. So that was a quick one. So I'm gonna export it to the 3D printer and I'll bring you guys along. Okay, so I've started Ultimaker. I've pulled in the two adapters, sockets, whatever you want to call them. So I'm just quickly running through, making sure I don't see anything funny. I think from the last supports, we're gonna don't do any support. Remember last print we had supports. We don't need support in this. We can do a clear print. I'm also not going to 100% print. I'm going to bring it down to 0% info for the first one. Super quality, let's keep it at super quality. See what timeline is going to look like for printing this. 1 hour. I'd like to not wait that long. Low quality, let's do this again. 28 minutes, that's better. Remember, this is just a prototype. To see if everything fits and everything's fine. Then we'll do a higher quality with 100% info. So let me export that, get it to the 3D printer. We'll see you at that site. Okay, so we're back. The print you just saw on the video was for the top two. I've tested them, and one thing we need to keep in mind on shrinkage. So this is PLA, not supposed to shrink very much, but it does shrink. So we've got a 0.25 millimeter shrink. Now for normal printing is not a problem, but if you start working with threads, it's actually becoming a problem to a point where it will not fit. So you can't really get it in there. So what I've done then was I've enlarged to 20.5 millimeter. So this is a 20.5 millimeter hole with an M20 thread, and it shrunk back to, it fits, but it's a tight, still very much a tight fit. But it's going on. The outside, however, didn't really want to fit in here. Even though it shrunk, it really went in tight. So I had a look and I saw that the tips put some whiteboard marker on it and tried to thread it in. I saw that the bottom ends inside was scraping, not the front side, but the bottom ends on the inside was scraping off. So I then took 0.25 off that as well, and as you can see, it fits now, but I can't get it out. So once it's in, and I can thread this one in there as well, and then make sure it doesn't go skew. So it's a nice tight fit. I might even take another 0.25 or add another 0.25 to the radius, so we don't have this tight fit, but this is nice. For PVC and stuff, you don't really need glue. It's gonna last. It's not gonna come out Now I don't think it's going to leak as well. So maybe I'm going to leave it like this. Then that's number 3. Back to our clear or blank fitting. So this is the 3rd one. That one went in quite nice. You can see it's loose. That's that. Again, the shrinkage of, because this is 25 and I took this to 25. It was a 25. Yeah, it was 25, just 25. And it actually falls in now that's cold. So I took this and I slightly taper it from a 25 to 25 and a half, which is too much. I can force it in, but the fret on these two, this one frets and that fret, this one, number 2, I've copied it to fret. So we had the same problem with this screws in but extremely tight. So again, I went and I took this from, again, taper, where this one was to a 0.5, I took this to a 0.25, slightly less taper. Which one's the side? Yeah, this side. And that actually fits in. I can take it even further. And I will take it down to 0.15 maybe. And this will also screw in there quite easily. Yeah. So this one I will still take down another 0.5. So make it 0.1 top diameter. Because also when I screw this in, I can feel it actually expand. So it's still pushing hard on it, and I like it to expand so it actually forces itself inside here. And of course, this is taper. It is actually not a problem to get it out. But yeah, I'll do another print off camera where I'm going to take this slightly less, and that is fine that side. The one problem I do have on my printer at the moment, something I've said in previous printings as well, is I've done this on the side now, on the side of the printer. If you look at my print, so I've done it on the side. Here in the center somewhere, my head has got a knock in it, or a bad spot. It's not a bearing, it's not the belt, and I've had it since I've replaced the heads on my, or the head on my printer. So I need to take everything off again sometime. Now having a look, and that causes, see if you can see it on there. If you go back here, I don't think you're really gonna see it, but there's a slight indent. See there on the side. And that's after I've scraped it off. Yeah, you can see it. And that is in line with where the knock is. If I move that, see inside as well, there's a line there. It's right in line where if you move the head from side to side, where it's not stuck, but it's got a, now you get an even flow, and then it's like flow, flow, you know, it tips and then goes on, and you can feel it, and that's in line with this mark. And I've got a feeling this has got something to do as well with my threading at the moment. The fact that this stuff doesn't really fit in this, but this is number 1. Number 2, still the same mark on the inside. It's one of the reasons why this is going in difficult and skew is because of that fracture there. This went better because I printed on the side of the plate, so there's absolutely no mark on this, and it actually just fits. So might be something to have a look in one of the printers, one of the videos very soon. Guys, with that I'm going to leave you. Like I said, try to make a short video of this. Yeah, I'll maybe end up with a short section of the changes I've made. And then guys, with that, I'm out.